Is everything open even?
No.
Yeah?
Huh.
Doubting me? You don't even know it. You just calling stuff before you even see it. Like this show, which you say is trash and you won't even consider watching the second episode, which is what we're doing right now on BOLDcast. Welcome to another BOLDcast reaction. I'm Carson.
I'm Lindsay.
And we're watching Squid Game episode 2. We did not really like the first episode very much. It seems pretty basic and not exciting. We're going in with a bad taste in our mouth, but I feel like we would feel worse, at least I would feel worse, if we just drop it based on the first episode, because people were saying that the second episode is really good, or not that the second episode is necessarily super incredible, but that, you know, we should give it more of a chance. It might be a better,
it might hook us more than the first episode.
Yes.
So we've decided to give that its opportunity and see how it goes.
Indeed. Leave a like, subscribe, please and thank you. Let's go.
Burning all the bodies. They've like wrapped them like presents. They really care about aesthetics at this organization. It's like Santa's workshop, but dead people.
Impeccable suits, not dirtied at all. What the fuck?
Alright.
Pretty terrifying. One of my worst nightmares.
I like the song. As in, I don't like it, but I feel like it makes the vibe good. No one can sleep.
성우야, 고맙다. 고마워요. 두 사람 덕에 살았어요.
살아서 다행입니다.
I wonder why that guy did it. I wonder if he just didn't want anyone to die and
I think
like
he just had the opportunity and
saw the chance and took it.
첫 번째 게임을 통과한 참가자 여러분, 첫 번째 게임의 결과를 알려드리겠습니다. (456명) 중에 255명이 탈락. 첫 번째 게임을 금하신 참가자는 201명입니다.
제가 잘못했으면 갚을게요. 꼭 갚을게요. 선생님, 제가요. 애가 있거든요. 아직 이름도 못 지어서 못했는데요. 저는 때문에 잘못했어요. 제발 살려주세요. 돈은 어떻게든 갚을게요. 제발 살려주세요.
뭔가 오해가 있는 것 같습니다.
You signed the
돈을 받아들이는
very.
다시 말씀드리지만 여러분에게 기회를 드리는 겁니다.
기회? 이게 기회라고요? 애들 놀이를 시켜놓고 죽이는 게 이게 기회? 기질 좋지? 죽을 죄를 진 건 아니잖아요.
이건 게임일
남을 그렇게 죽여놓고
약속된 상금과 함께 무사히 이곳을 나가실 수 있습니다.
상금이고 뭐고 다 필요 없으니까 제발 그냥 내보내줘요.
동의서 제1항 참가자는 게임을 임의로 중단할 수 없다.
정말 우리 안 풀어주면 핸드폰 위치 추적이라도 해서 여기로 찾아올 거야. 그럼 당신들도
And this is how we get the exposition of there's no way out, basically.
Yeah.
This is where they're like taking care of all of that. There's no way that you're getting rescued.
동의서 제2항
There's nothing, there's no hope for you at all unless you do what we say.
동의서 제3항 참가자 과반수가 동의를 하면 중단된다. 맞습니까?
맞습니다.
그럼 투표를 하게 해주시죠. 그만두고 싶은
But
사람이 더 많으면
being terminated doesn't mean you live.
Yeah.
게임의 중단 여부를 투표하겠습니다.
It's too that'd be too easy. It's a trick.
Oh.
Never mind.
Even more. That's actually better.
This is gonna be so much.
It's gonna be a fuckload of money.
Did they each get that, or is that split? That's the real question.
That's the current pot for the winner, I think.
Is that how much money goes in? No. Wow.
참가자들의 유가족에게 각각 1억 원씩 여러분들은 빈손으로 돌아가시게 됩니다.
저기요. 근데 6개 게임 다 통과하면 얼마를 주시나요?
참가자 456명, 따라서 총 상금은 456억입니다. 그럼 지금부터 투표를 시작하겠습니다.
It's so bad though. It's like your odds are not good.
Yeah, just like in the real world.
I guess
In
so.
capitalism, where your odds of actually becoming wealthy are so fucking low, and will, like, you know, if the odds are completely stacked against you, the idea that you have a chance to attain the power that you think having capitalism will allow you to achieve is, like, there's so much at stake, and it's like, it's a trick to that you think that it's gonna work out.
I didn't hear, was it... That's like to stop it, right?
I'm pretty sure, yeah. I think it's red light, green light. Did she abstain? Oh, she's just looking at the money. If you're viewing it through the framework of like a critique of capitalism, that's what this means. It's like, oh well, I don't want the rich to get taxed because I'm gonna be rich one day and then I'll be taxed. So, you know, let's not punish, or I guess punish. Let's not, you know.
It's gonna come down to like... It's just...
Ties are broken by a game.
Could you imagine? An extra one.
Seems like
It's
he
pretty
knew
fucked,
more
'cause
what he was
then-
getting into.
Yeah. It's really fucked though, because then that means that he's like, I want my friend to die so I can get money. It's worse for him who like knows the other people in there, you know?
이 짓을 계속 하자는 거야 지금?
해야지 그럼. 나가면 뭐가 달라?
Wasn't she just like crying?
어차피 나가도 쌩알.
Is that the same chick
Yeah.
that was at the beginning who was freaking out and crying about having a kid and everything?
Yeah.
그놈들아 이럴 수 받는 데잖아. 게임을 이긴 거 운데. 그게 말이야? 제발 일어나지 좀 마세요. 그럼 아무것도 없어. 나가서 끝까지 해봅시다. 난 나가서 개처럼 살다 죽느니 여기서 뭐라도 해봐.
Great, exactly the kind of speech you want to be making when half the people still haven't voted yet.
지금부터 민주적인 투표 절차를 방해하는 어떠한 행위도 용납하지 않겠습니다. 그럼 다시 투표를 재개하겠습니다.
Yeah. It's like you think you have a chance at greatness, but really you're just a cog in somebody else's machine. That's it. It is a tie.
이제
Last
No,
one.
last one. Oh yeah, it was 201.
1번.
Great.
Of course he's gonna
He's
gonna
dying
continue.
anyway.
Yeah, he doesn't give a fuck. What if he presses and he's like, oh, I thought it was the other one. I'd like a recount, please. I voted wrong.
We already, yeah. Imagine if he did vote no, and then the entire show, like, was a completely different show.
And the next, like, whatever, bunch of episodes are just a black screen.
Except...
But we, as the staff, get a vote, too.
That's what I thought it was. I'm sure it is.
What about the next game? Our chances are already so good! So they're just letting the other people leave?
시작하겠습니다.
I doubt it.
그럼 안녕히 돌아가십시오.
And I said if the majority of votes...
They'll just have another vote of, like...
What would the...
아무도 없어요. 여기 살아있어요. 조용히 좀 해. somebody 너냐?
밤새 여기 누워 있을 거 아니면 이거 좀 풀어봐.
She's not gonna untie him. She's gonna leave him. She actually just gonna fucking leave him.
Shit!
나도 춥다 진짜. 아 내가 너 풀어줬으니까.
그 나이에 순진한 거야, 멍청한 거야? 돈 내놓으라고 나한테 뭐라고 할 거잖아.
아 그거고. 알았어. 돈 달라서 이거라도 빨리 풀어줘.
진짜야?
내가 절대 돈 달라는 얘기 안 할게.
어떻게 믿어?
아 내가 우리 엄마 걸고 행사한다. 씨발. 뭐.
Okay, what? The
Come
rope?
on.
His legs are still tied. I bet they're gonna go back to their lives and then all of them are gonna try it again.
Yeah.
걸어가요. 여기서 안산까지 걸어서? 기다렸다가 버스 타고 가요.
안 돼요. 나 돈 없어요. 돈 못 갚아요.
갚으라고 안 할 테니까 그냥 가지고 가요.
감사합니다 사장님.
사장님 아니니까 사장님 소리 좀 그만하고.
미안합니다. 감사합니다. 경찰관님, 지금 사태의 심각성을 아직 잘 이해 못하시는 것 같은데요.
선생님, 이상한 사람들이 모르는 사람들 수정에 모아놓고 게임을 하라고 하고 총으로
이게 한 명도 아니고요.
I guess that's the thing is like it's very so elaborate that if you talk about it you sound like you're
What
out
if
of
that's the
control.
functional reason for the giant doll? It's like, it's not just a cruel sense of aesthetics, literally, it's part of like the story that they would have to tell.
Yeah.
아저씨는 거기서 어떻게 나왔어요? 이게 게임을 하던 사람들끼리 투표를 해가지고 더 많아서
그러니까 피해자들이 우리 살인자들이 그래요 나가세요라고 했다.
네.
거긴 처음에 왜 가신 건데요?
그게 하면은 돈을 준다고 해서.
돈이요?
네, 수백억을 준다고 해서.
무궁화꽃이 피었습니다를 시키고 그래서 그림을 막 쏴주기더라. 그런데 선생님은 나오고 싶다고 해서 나오게 됐고
Does sound ridiculous.
얼굴도 모르고 이거 맞죠?
It's too bad you didn't get a bunch of the people's full names who died, and then you could have been like, oh, all these bunch of people were there, and then they'll be missing. They've changed it.
예, 그 아침부터 뭐 좀 여쭤봐도 되겠습니까? 죄송한데요. 게임 같은 거 할 수 있습니까?
What if this random cop gets involved now?
No, it's like they change it to like an old lady's number or something.
시켜만 주시면은 제가 열심히.
나왔어요. 엄마.
Wondering if they like kidnapped all the family and then are like, oh, if you wish to continue. Oh, well, this lady's
Insert
not kidnapped.
$2.
형우야. 여기서 뭐하냐? 아이, 그냥 개인 파산 신청 같은 거 그런 거 하면 안 되나? 그거 하면 돈 안 갚아도 된다고 하는 것 같던데.
내 거 말고 어머니 거까지 다 들어갔어. 집이랑 엄마 가게까지 다.
여보세요? 네, 전데요. 예?
당뇨입니다. 올해 방치해서 합병증까지 왔어요. 이 정도면 통증이 심했을 텐데.
Do they have universal health care there?
치료만 하면 되는 거죠?
최악의 경우엔 수술로 발을 절단해야 될 수도 있습니다. 치료하면서 경과를 좀 지켜보시죠.
Come on, lady. Get back in the hospital. She can't afford, even if, like, how are they gonna get money if she's in the hospital?
맨날 왜 집에서 안 들어오고 집에 안 받으면 큰일 난다잖아. 그러고 내가 그냥 이래 누워 있으면 월세는 누가 내기가. 너 하루 병원 입원한 값하고.
Is this why he's gonna want to go back?
네 기억 안 나나? 그거 벌써 해제해가 다 써버렸잖아. 제발 좀 정신 좀 차리래. 아이고, 기훈아. 아이 엄마 피곤하다. 힘들어가. 혼자 고마하고 싶다. 고마하지.
This guy.
내또 가져올게. 내또 가져오면 될 거 아니야?
This guy.
지금 고시원에 가는 중이에요. 별일 없을 거예요. 형 가끔 그러잖아요. 연락도 잘 안 받고. 형이 안 들어온 지 정확히 얼마나 됐죠?
그게 내가 매일 체크하는 게 아니라 전이었거든요. 그때부터는 매일 와봤었는데 들어오지도 않고 전화도 안 받고. 근데 고시원비는 아니면 지금 짐을 빼주셔야 되는데.
제가 보고 나서 고시원비는 따로 드릴게요.
시가 보세요 그럼.
Okay. Theory of desire.
Is that a fish tank? It's like a very similar looking box.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, is he one of the ones that died?
Probably, yeah.
And so they sent that box like the little death coffins because they get a bunch of money. They give the money to the family.
왜? 나 아이스크림 먹고 싶다며. 얼굴은 왜 그래요? 친구들이랑 싸웠니? 너 계속 그렇게 말 안 하면 누나 그냥 간다.
여기 있기 싫다. 엄마 금방 데리고 온다며. 한 달만 있다가 엄마 오면 나같이 살 거라며.
철아. 그게
애들이 다 거짓말이래. 나 여기서 못 간대. 누나가 나 여기다 버린 거래.
아니다. 엄마 아버지 꼭 오실 거다. 누나가 꼭 그렇게 만들 거야. 누나 알지? 누나 약속하면 꼭 지키는 거.
아는 사람 맞아?
네, 맞는 것 같아요. 저 그 사람 주소 좀 따주실 수 있어요?
At least this guy's on the case.
Yeah, I thought that he was like a mole for the organization, but now I'm not sure.
No, it seems like he's doing something.
알리. 왜 전화 안 받아요? 전화했어? 몰랐네. 네. 사장님, 밀린 월급 주세요.
아니야, 지금 돈이 없어. 너 알다시피 회사 사정.
저 손가락 치료 잘 못 받았어요. 병원비 제대로 못 받았어요. 제발요, 돈 주세요. 야이씨, 밖에 있는 애들한테 물어내가 수금이 돼야 돈을 주지 이 새끼야.
야, 나도 아픈 데가 한두 군데가 아니야. 근데 병원을 못 가. 돈이 없어서.
사장님 돈 준다고 했잖아요. 제발요, 돈 주세요. 6달도 더 지났잖아요.
아이 새끼가.
6 months.
다 얘기하자 내가 좀.
Wow.
Using immigrant labor, I guess.
돈 주세요.
Undocumented workers, maybe.
누나 이 새끼
god.
That was a lot of blood. But yeah, the theme is still strong.
그럼 다른 방법은 없는 건가요? 다시 다른 브로커를 고용해야 돼. 그게 뛰도 알겠지만 또 새로 다시 시작해야 되니까니. 얼만데요? 일단 니네 부모 소재밥 요즘 국경 경비가 강 건너주는 비용도 많이 올랐어.
So her and her brother both escaped from the north. Is that am I reading that right?
중국으로 가는 비용만 그러 거기서 다시 남조선으로.
Or they all escaped. They escaped as a family, but jeez, but
내 목숨 걸고 구한 돈이었어. 야, 나도 몰랐다. 고나를 줄은 진짜 몰랐다. 맹세. 돈 구해온다. 한 번 더 나 속이면 다음에 무조건 네 멋부터 딸 거야. 알았니?
that's how she did it. That's how she
That's
stole
pretty
shit
cool.
before. She has a knife, super duper sharp.
I feel really bad for this lady. Actually, the other mom as well.
언제 돌아와? 머리도 좋은데 인물도 좋네. 결혼했어요? 몇 살인데? 내가 주물 좀 살까요? 아 근데 우리 아들이 눈이 좀 높아.
Oh. I think she's asking for her. Oh no.
मेरी बात गौर से सुनो ये पैसे लो और जितना जल्दी हो सके फिर घर वापस जाओ तुम दोनों को पहले वापस जाना होगा मैं अपना काम खत्म करके घर वापस जाऊंगा तुम दोनों के पास
साथ कुछ गलत हुआ है और आप हमसे छिपा रहे
अभी कुछ मत पूछो जितना जल्दी हो सके सारा सामान बांध के आज ही यहाँ से निकलना होगा समझी उम्मीद है तुम मेरी इस परेशानी को समझ पा रही होगी मैं तुमसे बहुत प्यार करता हूँ
야 돈이 어딨냐 300만 줘
Blah blah blah, Mr. Freeman. Or not.
자네?
It's the old guy.
영감님 맞지? 456번 예 그러게 말이야 우리가 인연이 있나 보네 아이고 이제 하시겠어요? 여기 괜찮으세요? 술 드셔도 돼요? 괜찮아 이거 안주가 없어서 어떡하죠? 잠깐
doesn't even go inside to cook it. Just crunch.
영감님 괜찮으세요? 근데 이거 너무 많이 드시는 거 아니야? 나 다시 가기로 했어. 어딜요? 거기를요? 어차피 얼마 못 살 텐데 이렇게 죽을 날만 기다리다가 가고 싶지 않아. 혹시 알아? 거기서 1등했지. 그때 그 무궁화 꽃도 자네보다 내가 먼저 들어왔어. 그래도 거기는 밖에 나와 보니까 그 사람들 말이 다 맞더라고. 여기가 더 지옥이야.
What's this guy's deal?
이게 그 무궁화꽃이 피었습니다. 한국이 초대들이 어제 보낸 거야. 곧 다시 시작할 모양이야. 그러니까 네가 화요일까지 애들을 끌어모을 수 있을 만큼 모아라. 총도 몇 자루 구해놓고. 총이요? 그놈도 총이 있어. 이거 본 한 놈이 나와.
Oh, they're gonna try and kill the
Jump
guy.
the guy or kidnap him or... Oh, they're gonna try and pull a heist?
It's way too elaborate for that to work.
야, 이 개새끼야. 여기 털어가지고 내가 그거 다 갚는다고. 형님, 근데 필리핀 카지노에서는 얼마를 날리신 거예요? 네가 그걸 어떻게 알았어? 형님, 그니까 그거 좀 적당히 좀 하시지.
Did he come to whack him?
덕수야. 덕수? 애들이 네가 버는 돈 대신에 네 간, 콩팥 받아간다고 지금 여기까지 왔잖아.
너 좋댔어 이 병신 새끼.
Down, 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 down. Ah!
Did that instead of trying to drive away?
Yeah, he clearly isn't bothered by these motherfuckers. Welcome. Fucking really?
Oh my god.
Jesus.
한 200 정도?
He's asking her for money?
당신 진짜 너무한다고 생각 안 해? 당신이 뭐 위자료를 줬어? 아니면 애들 양육비를 한 번 준 적 있어? 그러니까 어떻게 나한테 또 돈을 돌려?
미안해. 엄마 병원비 때문에 그래.
어디가 아프신데?
She's gonna lose her goddamn feet.
휴가까지 해야 돼.
돈 없어. 우리 살기도 빠듯해.
They're saving up to move.
Maybe that's why they have to move, because the job will pay so much more.
우리 엄마가 그래도 너한테는 잘해줬잖아. 내가 오죽하면 너한테까지 왔겠니? 내가 꼭 갚을게.
그럴 돈 없어. 나도 애들 아빠한테 생활비 타줬어.
아, 그럼 그 사람한테 좀
미쳤어?
Pay for her ex-husband's mother's medical bills.
하면서 그 사람한테 돈을 달랠까? 어?
2 million. I wonder what that is in
Yeah, I'm not sure the
dollars.
conversion.
I imagine it's a lot. I imagine it's like in the tens of thousands at least.
인간의 애들 아빠야? 가영이 아빠 나야.
뭐? 아빠 뭐? 너 애한테 뭐 해줬는데 너 그럴 자격 있다고 생각해? 너 가영이 낳던 내 옆에 있기라 했어?
야, 그날은 너도 알잖아. 내가 동료가 쓰러졌는데.
나도 쓰러졌어. 그날 나 혼자 길에서 늦었으면 가영이 죽을 뻔했어.
그러면 그날 죽었어. 내 눈 앞에서 먹다고 죽었다고.
여보, 우리 왔어.
일찍 왔네.
아빠. 엄마.
가시게요?
아, 예, 제가 급한 미팅이 있어서.
가영아, 아빠 갈게. 아빠 또 올게.
왜 집안까지 들어오게?
미안해. 문 앞에서 기다리고 있잖아.
Oh no. Is she gonna go and bring him his umbrella?
저기요.
I know he is. Oh.
뭐죠? 돈 필요하다면서요?
감사합니다. 제가 꼭 갚겠습니다.
안 갚으셔도 됩니다.
Just get the fuck. Yeah.
우리 가족 앞에 다시는 안 나타나 주셨으면 합니다. 가영이가 많이 힘들어합니다. 이제 미국으로 떠나야 되는데 자꾸 이런 식으로 부스 나타나지.
이 새끼가 돈이면 다 되는 줄 알아.
장기훈 씨?
Is this guy just gonna get fucking capped?
도봉서 황준호.
Those guys are gonna show up.
Yeah.
It's the end of the episode.
지구대 오셨죠? 사람들을 납치해서 게임을 시키는 곳이 있다고.
아 그거 제가 그냥 지어낸 얘기입니다. 술 먹고 심심해서 그냥 지어낸 거예요.
장기훈 씨가 가지고 있던 명함 저희 형도 가지고 있었어요. 형은 지금 실종 상태고요.
길에 떨어져 있길래 그냥 주워서 넣고 다닌 것 뿐이에요.
장기훈 씨 도와주십시오. 저희 형 찾아야 합니다.
I bet. Do you think his brother was that one like young guy that was betting with that dude with the blonde hair?
Oh. Maybe.
I thought they looked kind of alike.
Their card.
Ooh, I like this. Everybody's going back.
I wonder how many people won't go back, or if everyone will, just to like prove
I think
a point.
everyone will. I think everyone will. You should lay back so you don't fall forward. That would suck.
It's following them. Is it? Oh, this guy's gonna get taken down.
Of course he is.
You're way too obvious about following him.
Or
He's gonna get brought in on it.
yeah. He's gonna become an undercover agent.
I was gonna say, I'm surprised no one like tried holding their breath.
I think that he's gonna become a double agent, but I think it's still not gonna work out, just based on the like commentary that the show is going for. I think that like the idea that this guy from the outside, like this detective who's gonna go in and figure it out and save his brother and take down the system, and yeah, we just need to all band together and we can all, you know, with what the show is trying to say about capitalism. At least that's my interpretation. If in this sort of framework that I'm working with, it seems like that's a fantasy that he's gonna actually. In fact, I think he might, if he even does become a double agent or like go work his way into the system and try to like, I don't know, like be one of the guys under the mask or in some way work for them. I think that eventually it's going to get to the point where he might actually just stay involved with it and just get kind of sucked into the whole ordeal.
Yeah, because I just wonder what, like, who are all these people that are like working for this? Like, literally, what? Like,
I think they're just working.
I guess, but like, I guess the thing is how would you get involved with that? Are they people who have previously won the game and then they just weren't allowed to leave? Like, I don't, you know.
Yeah, I don't know.
Because they would it seems like they wouldn't be allowed to have a normal life outside of this. It's a very intense thing on this deserted island. If you have a ton of people working there and they have to wear these crazy get-ups, even just around each other, like in the control room place, or, you know.
What'd you think of that episode?
I think that episode was a lot better.
That was a way better episode than the first one.
I love that they actually didn't just keep going on with the games, because the game last time was the least interesting part of the episode. It was just...
I don't give a shit about that at all. I literally could not give a fuck less about seeing a bunch of randoms being gunned down by a creepy doll. That I don't give a shit about. I cannot describe how little I fucking care about that. That is so just boring to me. This is actually interesting. The way that they're weaving in the I really like. I don't think I'm just making up this whole capitalism angle, especially after this episode. It's like it's weaved into every aspect of this. That it's all like, oh well, just did you try doing this? Did you try declaring bankruptcy? Did you do blah 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 blah? Did you do all these things, all of these different avenues that are set up there to try and let you get out of this hole that you're in? Oh well, turns out none of it works. It's all bullshit. It's all literally setting you up to fail, because that's the entire point, to put you in a hole to the point where you have to work for free for the rest of your life on somebody else's thing so that they could profit off of your labor because you're just a fucking machine to them. That's how it works, at least in terms of the framework of this show. One way or another, I'm not saying any of my personal beliefs. It just seems like that's what it's getting at. It's like that aspect of it is more interesting than I thought it would be. It's interesting because it's taking from a bunch of different angles. It's not just the main character who's a fucking idiot gambling addict. First of all, we get way more into his personal deal and see more about, just get more involved with that. See that now he's not just trying to win back his daughter, he's trying to save his mom. That's way
better stakes.
Yeah. And even like his mom doesn't even think, like, it doesn't seem like that she can be saved. How old is she? Fucking in her 80s? How old could she be? He's like in his late 40s, right?
Yeah.
So anyway.
But I mean, she might be younger, but she's had to work. The thing is, she might be younger than she looks because she's had to work for an extra however many years, providing for two people. Yeah. One of, like, her son, it's not just that she's supporting him, it's that he's constantly stealing her money and, like, ruining everything in her life. Any chance
they have to get, like, a leg up on anything.
So it's not just, like, he's a shitty deadbeat son hanging around the house eating her food.
He's actively dragging
sabotaging
her
down. And she's had to work probably worse jobs or more jobs than otherwise she would have. And again, obviously she hasn't been going to the doctor, even though
she can't afford it.
Yeah.
She not only cannot afford to, and I guess I didn't know that there wasn't universal health care in.
Yeah.
Well,
it says that they used to have insurance, so it might be like one of those things where everyone, like,
you pay
most people
are
on the insurance, and he just assumed that they were. But
it seems like it's more like the States. It seems like
Yeah.
it's more like the States in that way. We're in Canada, by the way. Yeah. So, but it just, the fact that it takes it from different angles and that everybody's problems are literally like, it's not just that you're behind, and like the main the guy with the glasses, he was in this thing where it's just like. It's to the point where it's like again, like I said last episode, the idea that you could pay it off is so ridiculous. Like the idea that, oh well, if you just do this and do that, it's like they're so far in the hole and the interest is collecting at such a rate, and they're so fucked. There's no way to like get a leg up on it. It's designed to fuck you over in that way. Mm-hmm. So he literally says that, but it's like with everything that is. Whether it's their choice or not, there's some people who, like, seemingly are in the situation based on their own poor choices, like our main character, like the gang boy. He got in trouble because he fucked off to the Philippines and spent a bunch of money and lost it all. So.
And then there's like other people, like the guy who has his family, and they're he's like trying to send them off with the money that he got from slicing his boss's hand, or not slicing it, like crushing it.
Yeah.
And then the girl who like just wants to get her parents back for her little brother.
Her parents are in North Korea?
Yeah.
They are? How is this random dude gonna get her parents out of North Korea?
He was talking about finding them, and then she was talking about like, oh, instead of bringing them down here, which seems to be harder, taking them up to China instead, but then he was saying, oh, well, you have to start all over, and then they'd have to find them, and they'd have to, like, try and get them out. So it seems like she had been trying to pay that, and it seems like she had, like, started that process, and then got fucked over.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I feel really bad for her, and I understand why she would want to keep going, because she's pretty young, and just feels like
she's seen some shit. She's in North Korea. It's fucked.
And she's just dealing with her brother, and yeah, that's really sad, because instead of she's not, like, old enough or, like, mature enough to think I could, like, try to go after my parents, or I could, like, try and just make a good life for my brother with, like, me and him, and, like, that might be better in the long run for him. And
I don't think maybe she's underage. She is not legally able to take her brother.
Maybe.
I don't know. Or maybe because
maybe she can't work properly.
Maybe she can't work, or maybe you're not allowed if you're not, like, maybe she's, like, not properly documented. She can't, like, adopt her brother or something, and that's a whole process. And then maybe they wouldn't be allowed to leave the country or something. Like, I don't know. There's a bunch of shit. Again, it's like there's so much red tape around everything, and basically what the games seem to represent, it's just like, all you can do is, like, you're already so far in the hole, and just like it's kind of like the lottery, but it's also just like a job, like a career that's, like, kind of soul sucking in a way. Like, all you can do is just bet your entire fucking life and your entire existence, everything that you have, on a chance. Like, that's the fact that is what everyone is that all of these people, I'm betting that all of them are going to come back. The fact that all of them see, like, they were in a shitty situation, had an even shittier situation, and realized that the even shittier situation is a better alternative to just a hard done by life. Like, it's a bad hand, but it's not that far down from, like, what a lot of people experience. It's not that uncommon. And the fact that we're seeing multiple people in multiple different situations, some of them, maybe they're an immigrant, maybe they're a refugee, maybe they're just a guy, like, maybe they're a criminal,
maybe they're just, like, an old man.
Maybe they're just an old man who can't afford their medical bills. Like the fact that we're seeing all of these different perspectives, and they're all arriving to the same conclusion that, well, what's my alternative? I guess nothing. I guess just fall deeper and deeper into debt, into this hole, to the point where I can't even live, basically. Mm-hmm. So the literal best option that they have is to risk their fucking life in a psychotic game in order to have a chance at, like, a super slim chance, less than a 0.5% chance at this point of getting enough money to live a debt-free, not even, like, I mean, rich, like, it's 46.5 billion total. Mm-hmm. Like, what is that in
I was gonna ask, can we just look it up so that we actually know?
Yeah, a bunch of people have already looked it up. It is $47,000. Oh no, that's $47 million. Million dollars.
So it's 47 million.
Hang on, I'll change it to US. $38 million. Okay, so it's a lot of money. It's a lot more than I thought. That's a lot. That would take any of them out of their situation. But, like, it's literally, yeah, it's as simple as that. They realize, like, the fact that all of these people from every different possible background are coming to the conclusion that it is better for them to risk dying and losing everything, basically dedicating their life to a super slim chance that is a better alternative than actually working in the system that we all exist in, basically. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I like the show a lot more. But I understand that this is set up for more of what we saw in the first episode. And hopefully, as we return to that, it will be better.
What I'm hoping, what was missing from the first time, is, like, actually caring about the characters and wanting them to not die. So now I feel like it maybe if a bit more of an interesting game, or I don't know. I'm hoping that as we like get back into it, it'll grab me more when we get back into that part of the story.
Also, a small thing different than the first one is the violence was way more engaging in this because it was a knife and a thresher. I don't or whatever that is. It's not a thresher. That flattening device that dude's hand got stuck in.
Yeah.
Like the maybe it's just because those were the things, but visually speaking, the fact that they both seem pretty practical, and I know the gunshot wounds in the first episode for at least some of them seemed practical. I could see that some of them were CG, but like the fact that they put that much effort and didn't cut away from the violence as it was happening, and seemingly put effort into displaying that was visually very engaging. And not just like, you know, whoa, all these people are getting shot by these guns up in the walls, and it's just
I guess the
crazy.
thing about it is it's more personal.
Yeah.
With a gun up on like the ceiling of this fake enclosed area, just mowing down hundreds of faceless people is just very like once you've seen it once. You've seen it the next 250 times that they do it, kind of thing. But it's in this, it's used to show how desperate they are, not just to shoot people down. You know what I mean?
Also, I love the thing in the beginning of the one lady who first like, please let us go. I have a baby, and then immediately just like, well, what you want to leave? And it's just like, holy shit! Wow, that was a fucking turn. But again, it just shows the circumstance and the options that are available.
I'm surprised the old man voted no.
I think he was just thinking of the other people. I think
Yeah.
that he was thinking like, oh, well, all these people don't want to, you know.
Yeah.
Why am I gonna vote yes? I want to stay just to make all of these people.
Just for me, who's dying anyway.
Exactly,
when there's
yeah.
all the yeah.
If he is dying anyway, why would he care? You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, why would he like unless
That's
he's
good.
just vindictive and shitty.
I thought for sure he was just gonna do yes just because he doesn't care. But I'm glad that I think that really did something for his character of that he's not just an old man who's like running around laughing crazily and like not care, like the first person to not give a shit that people were getting shot in front of him. I feel really bad. That I will say the acting in this is really good.
The acting that struck me as the best that I saw, other than the main, I suck. I fucking don't know Korean names. I'm sorry. I'll try to do better over the course of this, but the main character's mom and then the main character's ex-wife specifically were really, really good.
I will say also the mom at like the fish stand. I think hers was really good as well. Even just like her voice when she's on the phone, she really sounds like a concerned mother who's just so like, you know, she was just so proud of him and so happy. And then they come in and are just like, yeah, he's gonna get arrested. It's really, yeah.
So do you want to continue the show?
I think I would want to check out the next episode and see how that goes. I like it a lot more. This episode was a million times better in almost every way. I hope that they're able to, they don't just like have this episode, this is get to know the characters, and then we're like not gonna continue on with that, you know. But I have hope that they can continue like some of this into the game aspect.
I'm just honestly, I'm upset that the first episode was so dumb. Like I hate when I don't know what it is about that kind of thing. Like I cannot, something about my brain when I watch stuff like that, I can see them making something to sell. I can see them crafting all the different things that like, oh, everyone's gonna be super, oh, they're gonna love this, oh, they're gonna love that. Whenever I see, it's like I can see a writer's room or a production team in a production meeting, just like, oh yeah, and what if there was a giant baby doll that had cameras in its eyes, and that was cool, and then everyone gets shot and they all try to run, and then we have this epic montage with Fly Me to the Moon playing over it, and it's just like, oh, that's gonna be trending immediately. And
has
I just
an old-fashioned telephone and like a fancy decanter and glass, and he's watching the show, and it's just like,
I can understand set design. I can understand like creating an aesthetic for that purpose, but it's not the individual things. It's not the fucking phone. It's not the decanter. It's the diorama in the corner that moves to the music specifically to elicit a feeling of like unsettling when it's so transparent that like a bunch of fucking executives are crafting all of these things to make me feel that. It makes me not want to feel that. And not only that, it's just so obvious that when like I see that and I'm immediately like, I don't want to be played into liking this. I don't want to be like, it's exactly like I said before of like, hey, don't you think this is cool? Did you see that? Oh, they're all getting shot. Oh, this guy, he's such a piece of shit. Oh, like all this. Whenever they're just trying to hook you. Whenever they try so hard and they put everything they have into like just forcing you to feel an emotion to try and get you hooked or trying to make you shocked or unsettled or something. I can feel them like reaching out of the screen and pulling my shirt closer to the screen, and I can immediately feel that, and I'm just like, I don't like this weird like, you think that I want this, but this isn't what I want. What we got this episode is what I wanted, and seeing all that shock value bullshit, like it's the start of fucking Zombieland. It's like with the montage, if you remember the start of Zombieland, where it's the montage of all the zombies like slowly like biting somebody's neck and like to the music and everything. It felt a lot like that, and that doesn't get me excited about anything. That's gratuitous fucking dog shit meant to like just, it's like you're trying too hard, and you think that I like it, but that's not what I want at all. Whenever I see that, I'm immediately turned off, and I just don't like that. But this episode is starting to turn around for me. I just hope that it doesn't rely on what it relied on the first time, or if it does, that it does more creative stuff to show that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Hope you enjoyed. Leave a like and subscribe. I'm Carson.
I'm Lindsay.
We'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.